Bitcoin has now entered the crunch zone and has failed to get a single 6-hour close above this key trend line, which, if a close is above this trend line, we fully anticipate that Bitcoin could go on a very nice little rumpage to the upside that we'll detail in this video. And guys, on the final stage of each one of these crosses that we've gotten in the year 2020, the same thing has happened on the second visit to the 21-day moving average, which has not yet happened on this fourth and final cross. But if it does, guys, I believe there's an extremely big likelihood Bitcoin will do what it did the other 3 times to end the final phase of the cross. Welcome back, everyone. I am your host, Billy Bottom, but my friends call me Sticky Fingers. Guys, we've got a lot to be jumping into in this webisode, as Bitcoin did have a very, very eensy-weensy, teensy-weensy little break out of a very small 1-hour symmetrical triangle earlier today. But now, again, the crunch zone, the danger zone is in full effect, and we're going to be jumping into what this means for Bitcoin's price in the short term. And in fact, guys, we've talked about these daily crosses, bullish crosses, with the 21 going above the 50 multiple times over the past few months. However, at the end of each of those phases, the same thing has happened. However, we have not gotten this second touch on the 21-day moving average like we've gotten the other 3 times in this year. And the same exact thing happened so far 3 for 3 times this year when it did happen. And in fact, if we get it to happen this 4th time, I'm very confident that the same thing will repeat for a 4th time. Wow, and did you guys know if you turn this button blue, nothing happens? And guys, limited time, if you're interested in trading, make sure to sign up with my link below where you get some very nice bonuses. And in fact, tons of Christmas surprises are coming along the way as well. Experienced traders only, and also if you want to support the channel. Wow, so if we start here on this hourly chart, you guys, we have gotten continuous bounces here on the point of control VPVR level of this hourly chart, which is right at about 19,270 to 19,300. We've gotten consistent hourly closes, almost 12 hourly closes above this line ever since we actually moved up and broke above this short-term symmetrical triangle. Very small break. The full breakout target is actually a little bit higher than we currently are, all the way up above 20,000 US dollars. So I believe a lot of people are on the edge of their seats to see if we can fully complete this breakout. So far, we've actually gotten a retouch back on this hourly moving average, the 21 hourly right here. We've gotten a touch there, and we've been holding consistently above this point of control level, which is extremely important. However, where we got rejected to the upside is right around that $19.65 level. So we're just continuing to squeeze in this small area, and guys, and we should know very, very soon if we're going to get a full completion breakout of this, because as we all know, if we actually do break and we actually start that 5-digit Bitcoin number with a 2 instead of a 1, then obviously we think there's a very good chance that over the next week or so we could be hitting 21, even 22,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, and absolutely shattering the previous all-time highs just in time for Christmas. Now that's the treat we all want. And as well on the 4-hourly chart, we have been consistently holding this 21 moving average on the 4-hour chart over and over again. So again, that's very good to see as well. We want to see this continuation because, as we talked about yesterday, if we actually do get a breakout up to that level of about 2,100, 2,200, which is exactly what this breakout would yield, right? We can just do that again real quick. If we take the widest part here up to about 2,001, even 2,200, that would put us very comfortably above the all-time highs and give us a really nice chance to actually complete a breakout and again go to that 21 and $2,200 level, which we've been eyeing up for a while now in terms of an actual bullish breakout. But guys, if we go to this daily chart, right, we've talked about these crosses so much, and many things happen after these crosses, including massive pumps, but they always ended with basically the second visit to the 21-day moving average. Every single time it had 2 visits to the 21-day moving average. The first time after we've gotten this cross on the daily chart with the 21 going above the 50-day moving average. Every single time, right? There's been 3 other occasions, and so far we're in the middle of the 4th time, and it looks as though we're, over halfway through the phases of the 4th time. So every single time we've pumped significantly, then we've gotten a pullback to the 21-day moving average, and then we've gone on to set a new high, But the next time we come to the 21-day moving average, we end up plummeting a lot and actually getting the bearish cross, right? So here you see we almost came down to it, but we did not. And that was the first time. Then we have the second time here, right? We have the cross, very nice pump, come back down to the 21. We hold it, bounce back up, and then fail here. But this one ended up continuing to rally here, but then ultimately this was all part of we continued to dump and we set more of a bearish cross. And that led us into our third time that it happened, right? We have this pump all the way down to the 21-day moving average, yet another pump here. And then again, on our second visit, that's when we ended up going below that. And this was probably our biggest dump in recent memory at the very beginning of September, from about 12.5 down to a little bit under 10,000. And now guys, here we are on number 4, where we have this cross, absolutely insane pump, as you notice, way bigger than the previous ones. Then we come back down to this 21-day moving average. But my fear in the short term is if we come back down to this 21-day moving average, which does not look too very far from where we are currently, that this 21 could end up getting broken below, and then we could start a more of a retrace. But guys, the only reason I don't think that that's incredibly valuable is because Bitcoin's turned extremely bullish, and fundamentally, fundamentals are a little bit more important than TA right now. So again, something to watch out for because it's happened the entire year of 2020, literally dating back to January 7th, and then we had the cross on April 1st, and then we had the cross again on July 26th, and then our most recent cross, which we're still in the middle of the pumpage because of, was October 13th of 2020. So we really want to be careful here. Everybody, including myself, has been talking about this potential bearish divergence for the last few days. So again, this is just an area where you need to be extremely careful, but we are at crunch time. And I'm going to talk about what I think is the most likely scenario, just in my opinion, using the TA, but also fundamentals. And again, incorporating everything I think is most likely to happen. I think that it is possible that we could set yet another high soon. But if we do set a high, I think that that'll be the last local high before we actually get a maybe significant pullback. It might only last a week or so, but I think that there's a good chance that we could have one more pump to break these levels and actually start that Bitcoin 5-digit number with a 2 instead of a 1 for the first time since 2017. But ultimately, guys, if we come back down to this 21-day moving average, which is currently right at about exactly 18,000 US dollars even, right? So 18,000 even. If we come back down here, we need to be prepared for this to actually turn into a more short-term dump. And the other thing I want to just say here too is that obviously the DXY has been dumping horribly and Bitcoin has been pumping this entire time. So again, if the DXY over the next few days, if the DXY is able to get any sort of bounce here, let's say it even comes all the way back up to 91, I think it is likely that Bitcoin could end up beginning a retracement here. And again, if that retracement would end up bringing us all the way down to this 21-day moving average, right at about 1800, then again, that could start a more significant correction that could ultimately end up still giving Bitcoin a very good chance of getting above 20K in the month of December, right? It wouldn't even be that long term in my opinion. Okay, so crunch time really has begun, guys. Basically what I think needs to happen is we need to get a 6-hour close above this level if we want to initiate a short-term move to try and break 20K, because we have not broken 20K once yet. We've broken all-time highs this week, but we have not broken 20K, which is really what I think everyone's waiting for. So basically we would need a close above 19,550, 19,600 to be safe on this 6-hour chart. So that's the close we're looking for. We've actually come up to this multiple times just in the last few days. The entire month of December so far, which is 3 days, we've basically we only have gotten closes below this level right here. So in the short term, I definitely think that this is the level we want to break. If we get a close above 19.6, then I think it is likely that we could be entering that. But we do not want to start setting closes below 19,250, right? We're in a very tight range right now, so we don't have a lot either way, to the upside or downside, and it'll just be very interesting which way Bitcoin's price swings in the next few hours. Huge, guys, so make sure to sign up to Bybit below if you're interested in trading, but let's actually go ahead and pick the winner for today's webisode. All right, so let's actually pick the winner here. Number 3, generate, and it looks like number 3. So 1, 2, 3, copy the address here, and let's see who the winner is, guys. So whoever the winner is, just make sure to shoot me an email and respond to your winning comment here. So it looks like we have 291 comments, and the winner is Ruben, Next Stop Moon. Could not agree more, brother or sister. Make sure to shoot me that email, and we can get you that sent out.